Looks like you got wonderful cherries. Good for you. You must have found the perfect tree. This is a wonderful haul.
This is what you'll see on a typical day here at the American River Cherry Company during cherry season. People plucking these juicy red fruits right off the tree, filling their buckets with as much of it as they possibly can.
They taste really, really sweet. Unless they're not very red, then they taste really, really sour.
We sampled a couple. They were good. Although it varied by tree. You definitely would pick it and then decide whether to pick at that tree because you could tell the different ripenesses.
Shirley Rice and her husband, Dr. Reginald Rice, own this You-Pick Cherry Company that's tucked away in the hills of Placerville near the American River. The Rices moved here from Boston to this beautiful sprawling hilltop in 1984. Here in their backyard, they planted hundreds of cherry trees, 15 acres to be exact. And something you may not know, there are about a dozen different types of cherries.
But we have Rainiers and Vans, and one called So Sweet, one called Index, one that's still a number, some called Olympus, some called Cashmere, some called Utah Giants, which are a little hard to raise. And then the mainstay that everybody recognizes are Bing cherries. Nice cherries growing in here. Try them, see if you like them.
Well, you just find ones that are like red, Turkish red, and then look at them without picking them to see if there's like scars or dents in them. Because if you don't pick them and there are some, then the birds will eat them so they don't go to waste.
His calm bedside manner transfers nicely to the fields. It takes a lot of patience to grow these trees, about 2 years for them to produce fruit, and they need constant care.
These plants don't give us a very good verbal history like people do, but there's a lot of similarities. Proper diagnosis, proper nutrition, very important in keeping trees healthy.
California is one of America's top cherry producers. With sunny days and not a lot of rain, places like Placerville are ideal for cherries.
Being there with family and stuff and being able to just to be outside and be able to have great activities instead of like having to play the computer or just sit indoors or something. So it's really good to get out here and pick cherries. It's really fun.
There's nothing quite like a bowl of fresh cherries, but if you thought these little guys were just for picking off the tree and eating, think again. At Luca's restaurant in downtown Sacramento, the executive chef is whipping up some big things with this little fruit.
Grilled Bledsoe Farms pork chop with rhubarb and cherry chutney. A little mustard seed and chili in it for some spice.
Fresh from the oven, personal-sized cherry pies.
Served warm with burgundy cherry gelato and a little bit of cherry syrup over the top.
And of course, don't forget the health benefits. As one of today's hottest superfruits, cherries are bursting with antioxidants that could help ward off diseases like diabetes or cancer. So whether you enjoy cherries one at a time or in an exotic sauce on your plate, enjoy a little taste of California in every bite. For California Country, I'm Tracy Sellers.